Larsa Pippen isn't just a star of the Real Housewives of Miami, she's also become known as the NBA's most infamous player magnet. From her decades-long marriage to an NBA legend to dating her ex-husband's teammate's son, Larsa's story is as tangled as it is headline-grabbing. As she once said, "I believe that maturity isn't really determined by age." And judging by her dating history, her romantic choices are as bold as her public persona. Larsa's love life reads like an all-star lineup. Let's break down the 8 NBA players who've been linked to Larsa Pippen. It all began with Scottie Pippen. Larsa and Scottie's relationship wasn't just a romance, it was a 20-year partnership that resulted in 4 children and a life steeped in basketball royalty. NBA Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen, best known for his legendary run with the Chicago Bulls alongside Michael Jordan, met Larsa in the mid-1990s during the Bulls' championship dynasty. Their love story unfolded during one of basketball's most iconic eras. The couple tied the knot in 1997 at the First United Methodist Temple in Chicago, and for over 2 decades, they appeared to be a power couple in both sports and society. Together, they had 4 children, Scottie Jr., Preston, Justin, and Sophia, who grew up at the intersection of reality TV and NBA legacy. Larsa found her own spotlight on the Real Housewives of Miami, while Scottie built a Hall of Fame career, averaging 16.1 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5.2 assists across 1,178 games over 17 seasons with the Bulls, Trail Blazers, and Rockets. He won 6 NBA titles with Michael Jordan and was selected for 7 All-Star games, cementing his status as one of the greatest small forwards in history. But behind the scenes, their marriage had its struggles. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Larsa reflected, "When Scott and I first got together, I had just signed to ICM in LA. I was going to pursue acting. I had just finished my political science degree. I thought maybe law school, maybe acting, there were things I wanted to try." But Scottie's demands pulled her in another direction. He'd say, "No, I can't take it. You have to come to my games. You have to be at practices," she explained. And I wanted to support him. But eventually, I was like, "You're retired, and I want to do some things for myself." Their first separation came in 2016. A brief reconciliation followed, but in 2018, Larsa filed again for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. She admitted, "Yeah, a lot," when asked if she had lost herself in the role of an NBA wife. The divorce was finalized in December 2021, closing a major chapter in both their lives. Yet, they remained connected, especially through their son Scottie Jr., who followed in his father's NBA footsteps. After Scottie, Larsa's NBA ties didn't end. She had a brief and controversial relationship with Canadian power forward Tristan Thompson. Known for his 13-year NBA career, including stints with the Celtics and Cavaliers, Thompson averaged 8.3 points and 7.8 rebounds over 819 regular season games. According to Larsa, their involvement was short-lived, around 2016, during a separation from Scottie. But the timing raised eyebrows, especially since Thompson would later famously date Khloe Kardashian, Larsa's former close friend. Larsa claims she actually introduced Tristan to the Kardashian family. In a 2020 podcast, she said, "I brought him around. I introduced him." According to her, the relationship lasted about 10 days before he began seeing Khloe. Though brief, it had lasting repercussions. Her friendship with the Kardashians cooled soon after. She insisted there was no overlap, emphasizing that she didn't stay involved once he started dating Khloe. Next came Moreland, a lesser-known NBA player, but still part of Larsa's basketball orbit. Moreland, now 33, spent 4 seasons in the NBA with teams like the Kings, Pistons, Suns, and Raptors. A defensive-minded center, he averaged 3.7 rebounds in 83 games and won an NBA championship with the Raptors in 2019. Larsa and Moreland were linked between September 2018 and March 2019, again, during her rocky period with Scottie. Paparazzi caught them together several times, including at a Miami nightclub in June 2019. But Larsa later downplayed the relationship. "I hung out with him a couple times. It wasn't even serious. I get photographed with people and they're not even factors in my life," she said. "He came to my birthday party. I saw him twice." Despite her comments, media outlets still list Moreland as one of her NBA flings, highlighting the difficulty of living out relationships under a microscope. Then came Malik Beasley, a relationship that stirred significant backlash. Beasley, currently with the Detroit Pistons, is a 28-year-old guard known for his scoring ability. Drafted 19th overall in 2016, he's averaged 11.7 points over 578 games. Larsa and Beasley were photographed holding hands in Miami in November 2020. The catch? Beasley was married at the time. The scandal exploded when his then-wife, Montana Yao, reportedly found out through the photos. She filed for divorce shortly after. The incident was addressed in an interview with Hollywood Unlocked's Jason Lee. When asked about Beasley, Larsa responded, "That was a mistake. I should have listened when you told me no." She claimed they had just met that day, and she was recovering from COVID-19 and feeling isolated. He kept saying, "Let me come see you," and I finally said okay. Larsa insisted Beasley was separated when they started dating, but many people disputed that. Their 12-year age gap and the fact that Beasley was teammates with her son Scottie Jr. only added fuel to the controversy. The relationship lasted 4 months and ended in April 2021, with distance being the primary reason. Beasley in Minnesota, Larsa in Miami. Interestingly, she said her son and Beasley spoke while on the same team, and there were no hard feelings. Finally, we come to Marcus Jordan, perhaps the most talked about relationship yet. While Marcus never made it to the NBA, he's basketball royalty in his own right as the son of Michael Jordan. He played college ball at UCF from 2009 to 2012, scoring over 1,100 points. His name alone drew attention, but it was the family connection that made headlines. After all, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were the NBA's most iconic duo. So Larsa dating Michael's son? That sent the internet into a frenzy. Though Marcus chose business over pro basketball, his relationship with Larsa symbolized how deeply intertwined she remains with the NBA world, even when the ties are more personal than professional.